Welcome to Effortless Math Channel. In this video, you will learn how to solve radical equations. A radical equation is an equation that has a radical in it, such as the square root or the cube root symbol. The square root of x equals 6 is an example of a radical equation. The square root of x plus 3 equals 6 is also a radical equation. You solve radical equations using the same steps as any algebraic equation. Those steps are: 1. Isolate the variable. In this example, the variable is on the left side of the equal sign, so that is where I will start. What do I have to get rid of so x is all by itself? I have to get rid of the square root symbol and positive 3. This leads us to the second step of solving algebraic equations, which is 2. Do inverse operations to isolate the variable. Inverse operations, also known as opposites, undo each other. Therefore, I have to do the opposite of adding 3 and the opposite of the square root of x to solve this equation. I will first subtract 3 from the left side of the equation. The third step of solving algebraic equations is to make sure that the equation remains balanced. An equation remains balanced when whatever is done to one side of the equal sign is done to the other. Next, I simplify the equation to the square root of x equals 3. Now we have to get rid of the square root symbol. Remember that the inverse of the square root of a number is its square. I will have to square both sides of the equation. When I simplify, now I have x is equal to 9. When it comes to solving algebraic equations, the fourth step is to check your answer by plugging it back into the equation. Plugging 9 into the original equation gives me the square root of 9 plus 3 equals 6. Both sides of the equal sign have the same value, which makes this equation true. Let's look at another example. The equation is the square root of s equals 1 over 12. Since the variable is on the left side in this example, that is where I will start. To isolate s on the left side, I will have to get rid of the square root symbol. Remember that squaring is the opposite of taking the square root. I will have to square both sides of the equation to get s all by itself. When I simplify, I now have s is equal to 1 over 144. Now I will plug 1 over 144 back into the original equation to see if it makes the equation true. When I plug 1 over 144 back into the original equation, I get a value of 1 over 12 on both sides of the equal sign. Therefore, this equation is true. I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching.